Hello, welcome to the Caffeinated Cast-Ons YouTube channel. I'm Therese, and this is my channel where I talk about knitting projects that I have going on, and it's just like a video diary, like a video version of Ravelry project pages. So if you are on Ravelry, I will have those linked down below for you so you can follow along with what projects I'm working on, my progress, all that good stuff. What's today? It is Friday, July 12th. And I feel like it's been a long week, and I feel like I haven't gotten any knitting done, but there is progress that we will talk about. So grab your caffeinated beverage of choice or non-caffeinated. But I have some cold brew that I am just about almost finished with, and it is definitely kicking in. So I also have some water. That way I can mellow out a little bit. You can also find me on Instagram. At Caffeinated Cast-Ons is my handle. So you can see what I post kind of day to day there. We keep it real over here. If you're new, usually my hair and makeup are not done. We've got a slick back look today because I'm going to go for a stroll later. I've got my workout clothes on. We've got a pimple friend hanging out there. So it's real life. So hello, if you're new. And if you come back each week, thanks. You know what we're working with over here. No finished objects this week, but we will get right into whips and progress that we have going on so far. So whip number 1 is some socks I'm working on for summer sock camp. If you don't know what summer sock camp is, find the Crazy Sock Lady on YouTube or Instagram. It's just a make along for socks that she hosts during the summer, and I feel like I'm really in a groove with it this year. This is my second or third year to do it, and I think this is the most I've ever done so far. But I just finished, like literally this morning, hang on, a piece of yarn is sticking out, sock 1 on my Rye Socks. And look at that. I just finished the toe this morning, and man, these colors are looking so good together. Shout out to ZZ Textiles for beautiful yarn. Let me get the label so I can show you. And this is not a full finished object, just sock 1 of 2 done. So ZZ Textiles. And this is the patina sock set, so still have plenty of yarn in that main skein to do sock number 2 and the contrast color. So I need to cast on the second sock. I have not done that yet, but last week I was down here, so about halfway through the foot. So finished the foot, and then like I mentioned, literally just this morning finished the toe. So I'll be starting the second sock probably today. I need to cast that on, and that is that whip. Yeah. Whip number 2 is the Holger. It's a baby sweater, okay? I don't know how to pronounce it. But I had a goal last week that I wanted to get to the body of this sweater, and I did. I joined this in the round, and I'm working on the body. So last time I showed it, that's where I was with this little heart. And it's really hard to tell just how much has been done because it rolls up, and there's not a pretty way to show this, but quite a bit of the body done. I would say I'm probably halfway through the body. I have a few more inches to go. This is the back. I love how this yarn is knitting up. It is so pretty. I love the speckles so much. I'm making the 3 to 3 to 6 month size, I'm pretty sure. And it is Life in the Long Grass singles base in agate stone. And this is 100% superwash merino. I think I'm using a size 3 needle. It calls for a 2.5. I'm a bit of a tighter knitter, so I did just go up to the next size for needles. But doing good. I'm very excited to really see this sweater come to life whenever I pick up for the sleeves. Just look at it. It looks so good. So small. I can't wait for this to be done. But yeah, so trying to get this done as soon as possible. Let me move my stitch marker before I forget. All right, so that's moved. That way I know where I'm starting off next time I show this. Okay. Actually, I need to find some needle stoppers. I don't want this to come off the needles. We'll do these little corgi needle stoppers. I feel like this episode is going to be a super fast one. No new cast-ons. I did want to start a new sock. So nothing cast on yet, but I did narrow it down to yarn that I want to work with. I did have a skein that I kind of pre-designated for summer sock camp for a sock, but I really wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to pick it up. So I just kind of laid out all my yarn to figure out what I wanted to cast on next. It is going to be just a plain vanilla sock. And I went through my mini skeins, and I think these are going to be in a scrappy sock together. Like, oh, look at those. I just love the speckles and the moody tones of them. Like, it's going to be really good. So these two, I've shown these before a couple episodes back, are from Twisted Ambitions yarn. And these are just 20 gram minis. And then this one is from Red Stag Fibers. No label, so no idea what it's called, but I got it at Fiberfest last year. And I thought they just looked really pretty together. So making this like a scrappy sock, and then I found this in my stash. And so having this be contrast, I need to weigh this and see. These will probably be maybe a shorty pair unless I find another color that I want to add into this, but I really am feeling like just this breakdown here. So probably cast this on later today. I think I'm going to work these toe up. Toe up. Yeah, I need to weigh this. Where's my scale? See how much is in this. .8 grams. That should be enough for a cuff and a toe, so maybe I will work these cuff down and just make it more of a, not as long of a leg. Because I think I want to work them on the 9-inch circulars. Gosh, can you imagine 6-inch circulars rather than 9-inch? No. But I think I am going to work these on the 9-inch circulars, cuff down. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And I think these will just be so fun together. Yep. So I think that's going to be my next sock cast on. I don't think I'm going to be working on too many other projects right now. There is other stuff that I have on the needles, but the main goal is to finish that baby sweater. And then I just want to be knitting socks while summer sock camp is going on, because we have about like a month left. It ends August, like at the end of August. Yeah. So I think that is the plan. That's it. Really, I think this is going to be a short one. Let's see. I can mark off finish sock 1 of my Rye Socks. Where is the pen? For my goals, I'll mark that off. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this one was really quick. I didn't have much to say this week. Not really doing much else, just trying to knit on the sweater and socks. That's been my main focus. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all I have to talk about this week. So let's set some goals for next week, and then we can do some simple joys. So goals for next week, I would like to cast on sock 2 of the Rye Socks. And let's say at least by the end of next week, we'll get through the cuff and the leg. I'll say that. And then I'd like to cast on sock 1 of this new scrappy sock. And then I would like to finish the length of the body by the end of next week. Maybe start the ribbing and bind off, but I'll at least say the length. Yeah, so I think those are 3 good goals to hit by this upcoming week. We'll close her on out with some simple joys, because that's really all I have. Not as much knitting time as I wanted this week. I still feel like I've been knitting pretty much every day. I think last night was the first night that I didn't knit any this past week. Anyway, simple joys. Simple joy number 1 has been forming a morning routine. Our routine is a little bit different in the summer, but I feel like the last probably week and a half, I've kind of developed my own little morning routine of just getting things done, getting some exercise in when I'm eating my breakfast and starting my work day. So I feel like that's been really good, and I've really been enjoying that. Simple joy number 2 has been watching Bones. I've seen episodes here and there. It's a super old show. And I started it from the beginning a while back, but I just recently picked it back up over the past week, 2 weeks, and I've really been enjoying it. So just watching that has been really nice. I haven't been keeping up with too many shows lately, but Bones has been my go-to lately whenever I can just sit and knit and watch TV. And then simple joy number 3, I feel like this is such a random thing, but again, they're simple joys. It's the simple things, have been the Trader Joe's hash brown patties. They are shaped like an oval, and they're so good. I bought them for the first time, last week, and I've been making them for my breakfast every other day, and they have just been so tasty. I love it. I do it in the air fryer. Highly recommend. So Trader Joe's hash browns. Yeah, that's all I have for you. This was a fast one. Not too much to show. Just been focusing on those 2 main projects. I don't want to say hopefully I'll have more next week, because I don't think that's going to be the case again, since these 2 projects have my focus, but I think you're just going to be seeing more progress on socks and that sweater. Maybe I'll pick up an old project here or there. We'll see, but I need to wrap up my day. I need to go take my stroll and get outside for a little bit before I get super, super hot and go from there. So until next time, stay caffeinated.